Hey you guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. It's your girl Zaahav again. If this is your first time, welcome. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also like this video and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post a video. Now I know it's been a while and I know I always say this, that it's been a while. But today's video I decided to do something different. Basically transform my hair of over 2 years into this wig that you see. To be honest, while doing this hair I was actually just bored. I wanted a new color. I haven't played with colors in a while, so it's just like, you know what, let me try something new. And I've never actually I've done a red hair before, but nothing this dark because I wanted something really like red but like not too bright. So I went for this sort of like burgundy look. That's kind of what I was going for, and I'm glad that I got that. Sorry if you see me looking downward, I'm just looking at my screen to make sure that I'm in focus. Also, just a tip for everyone, stay safe in this coronavirus season. Make sure you wash your hands, use a hand sanitizer, even though that kills bacteria and this is virus. I'm not entirely sure why they say use hand sanitizer for that, but I mean use hand sanitizer regardless because you don't know what germs you're spreading onto others. This hair is very simple to achieve. There were old black bundles that I turned into this color through some processes, and I'm actually kind of glad the way it came out. Like, I'm actually very impressed because it was exactly as I pictured it. Some of the bundles came out differently, but then I had to re-dye them, as you'll see in the video. Now, if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned and keep watching. So first, I'm gonna start off with bleach. I'm also using a 40 volume developer. I did buy a new frontal for this hair because the old frontal just wasn't doing it, and now I'm just separating the frontal. I'm actually thinking about starting my own hairline, which is why, you know, I'm basically showing you guys how soft that is. And then I mix my bleach and my 40 volume developer together, and now I'm starting with the bundles. At first I started using a brush, but that wasn't working at all, so I just started using my hands to just apply that bleach on the hair because why not. And that's basically it. I'm rubbing it all over the hair, making sure that it gets to every part of the hair. Because these are 2-year-old bundles, it's kind of tangled up a bit, but I do eventually brush out those tangled spots, and then I rub the bleach continuously on the bundles. I'm just making sure that it gets into each and every part of the bundle because I want the red dye to go on the hair very well, and I want it to be as, because they're not really very light colors, but they're not also very dark colors. I just kind of want it to be bleached, and I want it to be bleached properly so that the red does go in the hair evenly. Next, I'm just bleaching the frontal, and the frontal is pretty easy because I haven't even bleached the knots yet. So I'm just putting bleach everywhere on the frontal, and I'm gonna separate each one and make sure that the bleach gets every single place on the frontal. Because the frontal is new hair, I don't exactly know how this hair takes to color, but as you can see, it did take to color pretty quickly. Like, before I was even done, it was already turning like a beige brown color. So I'm just making sure that it is in fact bleached properly. But in other news, how are you guys? How are you all doing? Hope you're keeping safe during this isolation period. Hope you're isolating. Hope you're self-quarantining, if there's any word like that. Just make sure you keep safe and stay safe during this period, okay? So next, I'm using 3 different packs of hair dye and 3 different shades. They are 2 Garnier and 1 Schwartz. But I don't know how to pronounce that. If you want to get it, pause the video right there and then take a screenshot. But they are 3 different shades. The foreign one with the foreign name is in the shade Vintage Red, and that's 5.29. The Garnier one is 560, and the other one is in 554. I don't remember what color it was now, but I remember one was a very bright red. That's the one in the middle, and then the other one was just to kind of dim that shade a little bit. And now I'm just mixing all 3 in a bowl. I basically threw away the conditioner, and then I mix in the color cream and the developer that comes in the pack. And I'm just mixing that in a bowl with a brush and mixing it evenly, making sure that everything is evenly mixed together. I don't know why I said mix so much. It's not even relevant at this point. Ooh, look at that beautiful brown shade. But now I'm just taking my Got To Be Free spray and I'm just spraying the frontal so that the hair dye doesn't stain the frontal once I'm done dyeing the hair. Just making sure that that free spray is doubled up and layered up on that frontal. So after I let the Got To Be Free spray dry on the frontal, I'm dyeing the hair. I'm taking the mixture and just applying that onto the hair and make sure it gets evenly and thoroughly into the hair. It's a repetitive process. It's basically the same thing, the same application method I used when I was bleaching the hair. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna show you a little clip and then skip right through to the end after I wash the hair dye off, and I'm gonna show you what the color looks like. This is what the color looks like. Can't even lie, I'm actually really happy with the color. So now I'm basically turning the hair into a wig, and I have a video on how to make a wig on my channel. I will link it right there. I'll put a card right up there for you guys to see that. And then next I'm plucking the frontal, making sure to get that natural hairline, because you ain't trying to get a straight hairline. You don't want to make your hairline look so weird. And that's basically what I'm doing, and that's what it looks like. Trust me, it looks even better when you put it on your head. It's so beautiful. Now I'm going to lay my frontal on my head. This is my favorite part about doing a wig, is laying the frontal, because when you use glue instead of the free spray or whatnot, it holds for days. Like, I don't have to think about wearing a new wig or relaying my frontal. Like, all I have to do is basically straighten my hair or curl it or whatever, and I'm good to go. And that's why I love using the glue. And now I'm just using the glue, and then I'm using a comb to smoothen that out and make it like flatter, sort of. And then afterwards I double up, and then I put that again, and then use the tail end of the comb to make it a little bit flatter as well and smoothen it out, and then I apply the frontal. You have to wait for the glue to dry to be tacky before you actually put the frontal on your head, but it's pretty simple. So now I'm just putting the frontal on my head and making sure that it sticks to every part. I find that putting the wig on before you actually cut the lace helps you to kind of cut the lace properly, as opposed to like just cutting the lace. This way you cut it to the shape of your head. I actually do leave some part of the lace on the frontal, but like a very tiny part, because I feel like not all of it should be cut, because not all of the frontals will come in everyone's head shape. Right now I'm just trying to do some baby hair, so I'm taking some part of the frontal and I'm gonna trim that. And I'm also using my Eco Style gel to kind of make baby hair around each part of the hair. I'm not really a big fan of baby hair, but I'm trying it today because why not? And right after I do that, I'm gonna take that tail comb again, or a different one, because this one I already cleaned it, and now I'm making a center part. You can do whatever part you want. I just prefer a center part because I feel like that suits me better. So now I'm taking a section of the hair and I'm brushing it out to make sure that it's not tangled in any way. And I'm taking my curling wand that I got from Amazon. And this curling wand is a 1/2 to 1 inch curling wand, and I'm using it to curl the hair away from my face, because you don't want to burn yourself in the process. So make sure that you do curl your hair away from your face, because that is exactly what I'm doing, and I'm leaving that on for a few seconds. The curls are gorgeous. I like the size of the curls as opposed to my bigger one. That's why I use this one. And now I'm just going to speed the process up for you guys. Finally, the process is about to come to an end. Now I'm using a hairspray and I'm spraying it all over the hair. This is not one of them hold sprays. This is the one that will make the hair shine. And now I'm taking a brush and I'm brushing out those curls, trying to make them as loose as I want them. I want them in a specific way. I'm also taking my hot comb and I'm trying to flatten that top of my hair so that it doesn't look like it's a bulge on top of my head. So everywhere around the center part is where I'm going to flatten with that hot comb. And that's basically everything that I'm going to do on this hair. Thank you guys. End of the video, gang. If you stayed this long on the video, it means you like it. I might as well just leave a suggestion somewhere around here. But if you haven't already by now and you came all the way to the end of this video, click that like button and click that subscribe button down below. Also, again, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thank you, and see you in my next video. And I'm still gonna leave that suggestion though. I didn't forget. Click this suggestion. Don't forget to click it. Alright? Alright. Bye guys.
I'm that bitch. Yeah.